what I find interesting about you and your career is, you know, maybe early on psychology and whatnot wasn't something that was really driven home, but you talked about later with Rip Rogers, and then of course NXT UK when you eventually got there, you had some of the best ever, some of the best minds just there at your disposal. Again, I am jumping ahead, but were you able to take advantage of that, of some of those minds while you were there? I'm not sure what your schedule looked like specifically. For example, I talked to Jack Stars. Guys, check that video, the whole video, the individual videos, check it out. It's great. But he talked about, training with, he didn't get to train with Finley, unfortunately, but Johnny Saint, he did a lot of training with Johnny Moss. Uh, Regal, I think, came by and would train a little bit. Brian Kendrick came up to train, and he's a channel favorite. So I'm curious if you're able to take advantage of that too.
Yeah, there was a lot of things at our disposal there for us to use definitely, and it was it was something that I was able to use a little bit, but the schedule over here in NXT UK was very different. And I mean, I got to work with Shawn Michaels and Triple H, Regal, Terry Taylor, and it was great to have their opinion and their input. And it was the kind of thing. I mean, there's a couple of guys there that I mentioned who were always very open and honest with me, and I was always able to go to and ask them about things. The kind of the format of how NXT UK used to run, I would say, wasn't the most beneficial for someone like myself at that stage of my career.
Mm-hmm.
So that the whole setup wasn't geared towards someone like myself. I having the chance to sit there and pick out things in my matches with the guys we just mentioned is really, really valuable,
Mm-hmm.
and something that really helped develop me. But we didn't really get to do that enough for my liking, if I'm honest, because obviously the way the schedule was, they'd come over for we'd report to the PC normally for a week or sometimes 2 weeks before TV, and then we'd get some of the guys came over, Shawn Michaels or Triple H and Regal or whatever. They'd come over just for a few days before TV, so we didn't get as much time hands on with those people as we did with Mossy or Brookside or whoever. So it was completely different, and I think that setup, that system, was great for some people, especially those who were earlier in the career. But for more experienced guys, it wasn't. It wasn't as beneficial for us as it was for the others.